Stars are like your very own sparkly, astronomical time machine, taking you back thousands of years.
You are now entering the Eastverse.
For students in the J.O. Kelly Middle School East Constellation, student growth and engagement are the vacuum that pull us together.
Over the last decade, students in the Gerald Kelly East program have showed immense personal growth. Their experiences in East have propelled them into their own successful future.
When I was in East at J.O. Kelly, I worked on a project called the Alyssa Curzon Project, where I developed a brace through 3D printing that Alyssa could use during her physical therapy to help with her muscle spasticity that came from cerebral palsy. I learned the importance of making connections and persevering through obstacles that come in my way. This has been incredibly important for me in working in the medical academy at Springdale and in HOSA and in other things such as cross country and swim and track, and as well as applying to colleges. I'm incredibly thankful for the lessons that I learned working on this project.
What's up, guys? I'm Brian Pilari, and I was a 2016 Joe Kelly Knight and part of the East program with Mrs. Farrell way back in the day. And I believe that that program genuinely made a difference in my life. Just having moved here from Clear Lake, Iowa to Springdale, Arkansas, I feel like that was one of the best classes that I could have been a part of. It taught me things like how to work with other people. It piqued my interest for videography and drones and got me, hands-on with that stuff. I got to be around cameras and, be around like-minded people and get constructive criticism from Mrs. Farrell in a way that didn't, break my 7th grade heart, but, taught me to be tough, I learned several things, and I think that genuinely affected my current career development and has helped me in the long run. I'm now 19, graduated, and I work full-time as a corporate videographer and agency owner, and have been able to travel the country all over, work for agencies out in Tampa, go to LA, go to New York, do all this crazy fun stuff and work with all these crazy companies. And a part of that I owe to the East program. So thank you.
We have been preparing all semester to use a drone in the project.
We have 2 clients. Our first client is Officer Hignite, our resource officer.
J.O. Kelly E students will work with Mr. Polari to shoot aerial footage of the traffic flow around Napa Elementary. The footage will be used to create a PSA. The PSA we create will help Napa Elementary educate parents and the public on how drop-off and pickup should take place.
Our second project is for the city of Springdale. Mike Peters is the active transport director for Springdale. He is in charge of the trail development for the city of Springdale. Mr. Peters has asked us to create public service announcements for the development for new NWA Greenway trails. We will be taking drone footage of where the new trails will be made. Our first planning meeting with Mike Peters is on January 30th. Our goal is to get aerial footage by spring break and the PSAs completed by May 2023.
The Foundation has been working with the J.O. Kelly Middle School East program since 2017. In December, and if I had to put a dollar amount on it, I'd say over the last 4 years, the J.O. Kelly Middle School kids, by live streaming our event, have probably saved us well over $15,000 of purchased services that we would normally have to go out and get. So we're really grateful for this relationship. And I remember back in 2021, we were just getting ready to drop about 1,500 ducks into the creek. And Abigail looks up and says, "I can't get the live stream link to work. What do you want to do?" So we went ahead, we ran the race, the kids videoed it, took it back to their classroom, did some post-production editing, and published it. So I think this last year, Abigail was a little surprised when I showed up and said, "Hey, you and your kids willing to help us with the duck race again this year?" I'm a firm believer that some of the most valuable learning we have is not when things go right, but when things don't go as planned. So we took what we learned in 2021, went back to the drawing board, made some changes to the event, changes to the live stream aspect, and put on an event in 2022 that raised twice as much money as it did the year before. Now, I can't call that anything but an absolutely positive learning experience. Thank you, J.O. Kelly, Middle School East, for all you do for the Springdale Public Schools Education Foundation.
The J.O. Kelly Middle School East program is wonderful at working with community partners. For our duck race, they have had to create ads for local businesses. This requires them to interface with local business owners and PR representatives for businesses, and they do such a great job at being professional and creating videos that represent businesses well. These ads are featured in our live stream that we show during the duck race. This is something that the students also handle. They handle our live stream, and they handle making sure that those ads go into the live stream. For the live stream, they have to be good at broadcasting, and they handle all of that technology so well. Recently, they worked with Chad Myra for our duck race. He is a local news anchor for KNWA, and they did so well with Chad. He was impressed the entire time at the knowledge that they had and the way that they carried themselves. They are constantly excited to work with the community, and they are constantly willing to learn.
In the past 7 years, the J.O. Kelly Middle School East program has provided free live streaming.
For the Hogeye Marathon 2019 SPSEF Duck Race 2019-2022, all NAP Elementary Programs 2017-2018.
All J.O. Kelly Middle School programs since 2017, all virtual assemblies during COVID, and Hispanic Women's Organization of Arkansas Convention 2021.
We are almost out of time. We believe an East program that shows sustainable progress in the 3 cornerstones is worthy of a Founders Award.
Over the past decade, we have proven that all J.O. Kelly East students improve their ability to direct their own learning,
communicate with a variety of modes,
and collaborate, research, and develop solutions to real-world problems.
Our E-students gain confidence in their abilities that last a lifetime.
J.O. Kelly East students are working with Springdale for Monarchs for a 7th year. In the past, we have used ArcGIS to map milkweed.
We have grown milkweed to give to the community.
seeded a large section of the greenway with milkweed seeds,
created an app for Monarch enthusiasts,
and represented our programs and Springdale for Monarchs at community events.
We have 3 student teams working to increase the literacy rates.
One team is coordinating an event for Read Across America involving other Springdale School East programs.
Another team is using state testing data to target economically disadvantaged 3rd graders. They are working to drive up literacy.
Yet another team is making sure all JOKMS students know how to access digital resources provided by our local library.
3 teams are creating video games in Unity. The game storyline is all designed to cover state education standards.
This list goes on and on.
Thank you.